193 at the bottom. Or what, this one, under this one?
Well, then bring it down. It's not done. 786. There it is. Now we're happy. You see what I just did?
Yeah, bro. You squared it for me.
You square it to a valid one of these numbers that we're talking about. If it's close, put it on it. So when you get one on it, you had your 618. All right, well, now you got one on 786. When you start moving your other angles now, they're going to pop closer to what they actually are for you, which is one of the numbers that we're looking for. You follow?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. That 841 is no help. Fuck with A until a number presents itself. That's one of the numbers that we search for. 861.
861.
Make it a 1. We go. 918. Yo. 918 was good. There you go.
Okay. So where are you getting these numbers from?
That's a 618. But now your X to A leg, and it's fucked up. So
change X.
X is.
But remember, you're gonna mess with
X
D
right
now.
X has no valid starting point. Could be all the way over there. You gotta. You see what I'm saying?
So it's like this. Is this cipher then invalidated, or do I just keep tweaking it?
Yeah. Well, we can do this two ways. One, you can lay the cipher how you want to lay it, and we can just watch and comment. Two, we can I can walk you through how I would do it, but
Absolutely.
I don't know how helpful it is for me to do that.
No, that's how I learn, bro. Like, that's how I learn.
So, X may go over on that far left wick bottom.
Here?
Like, yeah. Oh, look, it's almost a 441. Bang. See what I'm talking about? It's a 441, dude.
So...
And the top is a 618. The B to D is almost high. Fuck with D. Make it correct. Because you have a variable that's a wick there. You see what I'm saying?
And you
it's
can
not accounted for.
And you can go in the future. You don't have to go to current price action for D. That's an ending point.
Okay.
You just said it. 1341 there.
There it is. Oh,
316.
it's close.
You just said it. 1341.
Your 57 is off, so you have to pick a number that meets the X to D leg and the B to D leg.
So what I had charted initially was based off the bullish Gartley.
Yep.
So you know how when it comes to the bullish Gartley, I think all the numbers were like correct, but probably not how you guys are charting.
Yeah, I don't use textbook harmonics.
Yeah. So that's what I had in the beginning. I was just playing around with it, and it hit for that. But yeah. So yeah.
44. Leave it there. Lock your screen. Yeah. Set the other one to pi. So you're laying a harmonic that already played out, and you got to make the next one. Is my guess here. I could be wrong, but you'd have to prove D. You would have to get an X to D leg and a B to D leg without adjusting A or C. You shouldn't have to adjust A or C, and you may be able to pull a valid solve out of this by fucking with D.
Like D may go into the future there and become a 1618 or...
Keep going. There you go. Now you're getting an idea. 681. There it is. There's a 681 and a 618. Bam.
689 is a significant number. Yeah, right.
No, it's a 681. You gotta cut through the noise. Make them both be variants of 5. If you can. If you can't, you can't.
Yeah.
And if you can't, then it's not right. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you can, then it's right.
You can still pull a little bit further to the right.
Had 681 there to 1618. I could see it. It is valid. That's close enough to be considered valid.
Landing
So
at $8.
here- yeah. So here you would see it says like a 681 or
Correct. 0.681.
in this what wouldn't you want this to be a 1618?
I'm
Or is
seeing
this kind of like
Probably is.
I'm seeing something right
okay.
here. So if you did 4 times 4, you're gonna get 16, but also 4 plus 4 is 8, which is where the D leg ends for price.
Yeah. Check. It's on 8, and what's the date?
for the D leg?
Yeah. 26.
726, which is 8. 26 is 8.
So now square the chart with the spirals and see if you can line it up to confirm it.
So yeah, okay.
Because if you can't, I mean, you should be able to, from what I can tell.
I would start with an
So
angle.
With an angle?
Yeah, I'll put an
Where do I
angle
get the
first. The second.
I would do a 44.
Yeah, that one.
So where would you guys go to like
X to A.
X to A?
Yeah. I mean, that's what I would do. You could also go C to D if you want to be fucking fancy as fuck.
So make that equal 44.
Like, what is that? Yeah, make it, it's 42? What is it?
I think it was 49.
No, here 49.
So slide it to 44 and then square your chart to, if you can. I don't even know if you'll be able to. Let's see. There you go. Bang. Lock it.
Yeah.
Where do
Right
click the toolbar.
Price.
Right?
Price.
Yeah. Right. Now, on the price lines. On the price bar. Now,
Yep.
the price
Right there.
Here
Right
you go.
click. Right click.
Lock.
Okay. Sweet. Nice.
Now get them spirals out. You can delete your angle.
You
Or not,
that's
whatever.
just to square it then? The angle's just to square it properly. You don't leave it on there.
You can.
You can use
It's
it
up
for
to
reference
you. I would
points.
measure all of them.
Yeah.
So, what's the significance of the 44-degree angle? Why not 45 or 40?
Because the asset is vibrating on that angle relationship to SOL variant squared at 8 and SOL. I don't know how to put that in English.
Unless
Unless Dan Herman does. It's vibrating to SOL. You're squaring it off the SOL vibration. If you square it to 62, you'd be squaring it to phi. If you squared it to 52, you'd be squaring it to Giza slope. If you squared it to 31 or 43 or whatever, you'd be squaring it to pi.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. So Soul, what's the
Speed of light.
what's the number? For Soul?
144.
144. Okay, gotcha.
144. It's the square root of 144 is 12. So,
Got
and you look at the Bible, there's 12 apostles. I mean, there's 12 everythings in all the religious whatevers.
12 signs of the zodiac.
12 signs of the zodiac. You go on and on with things that are 12. Eggs in a dozen.
months in the year.
Yes.
Months of the year.
Yep.
So the fib spiral, where would you guys go about laying it?
Anywhere it fucking fits.
You have to
Anywhere where?
start testing. Pick a.
Leg to leg to leg to leg to leg until you can prove that it's a valid harmonic.
Do I delete this angle here? Do I just leave it on?
It's your painting. You're painting how you want to paint it.
Get rid of noise there. All right. So now it's locked, right? It's fine there.
Yeah.
So what if I just put the fib spiral where I drew the angle earlier?
Okay. I would drop it on A, C, B, or D though. But you don't have to. Maybe you can teach me something.
Dude, maybe in like a month I'll be able to teach you.
I still learn shit. So that would be a bisecting angle, and I don't know. I would be more inclined to do like an A to B run, maybe, or you know what I'm saying? Like A to B, A to C. See, that doesn't hit D, so that you're looking for at least 2 points of confluence. That's good, but it doesn't terminate on an axis point. What does A to C give you? A to C almost gives you X. Hold on. No.
So what exactly are you looking for when you lay down the spiral?
You're looking for it to touch multiple points on your harmonic end points. It's got to hit letter points. Well, I mean, it doesn't have to.
It just adds to
It
some
should.
fluence.
See, drop it on A exactly. No. Drop it on A. Does it line up? No. Drop it on B. Does anything line up? No. Drop it on C. No. Drop it on D. Now rotate it the other way. Actually, if you look over to the left-hand side of your screen, there is a little, at the edge of that spiral, there's a little ba-boom. So maybe, I don't know, clone it, spin it the opposite direction, and see if you get confluence the opposite way. So what we're doing is we're taking reflective points that are valid, or we're taking points going one direction, and we're creating a mirror effect the opposite direction using the past, then applying it to the future in like a mirror format, as above, so below. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So how do I
It's
mirror it?
settings, I'll let you flip it. Here you go. Counterclockwise.
Yeah, hit click. There you go. But
Yeah, you
layer
have to line it
the
up.
line. Yeah.
I line it up with this one.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. It didn't help us a whole lot. Maybe run it the other way now. Do another one. Opposite. D to X. See what you get.
Yeah, just delete D.
No. New one. D to X. There you go. You're not on X. Go to X. It's not helping. Well, it may though. I don't know. There you go. You got a B and a C hit. That helps. Spin that one, do that one, and spin it the other way. 'Cause that's a valid hit.
Oh,
There you go.
Okay. See, now you have an intersection that you can use to measure later, right above D, straight up.
say that again.
Above D, you see the spiral?
Yeah. Yep.
D, go up. You see the points of intersection?
Yep.
You can measure from those. What is that number? 16?
Matches that cipher.
16.5.
Okay. Well, you have a 16 on your chart. You follow?
A 16 right here, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So, okay, so what does that mean?
Measure from that point to your C and tell me what the angle is. Is it a number that
Angle
punches us
tool.
in the face?
I'm doing
Yeah.
an angle.
Yeah.
Right there.
Trend angle.
Down. Oh, there you go.
Yep.
You click those stars there, they'll build a cue ball for you.
Okay,
Click that
perfect.
star.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
That's a keep touching it.
So, to see, you said?
Yeah. 168. Fucking 5. You see what I'm saying?
some
You get it?
sorcery shit here.
Do you understand now?
Yeah.
Did you just? Would you have learned that had you not just done it yourself?
Probably not, dude. To be honest.
Did Fi just smack you upside your head in the chair you're sitting in on a live call?
No, but it did give me a boner. No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
So the math just gave you a sign that you're progressing properly. Now, what we could do is stop here and we could have you square the chart to not 44 and see what it looks like.
So
You wouldn't find this math. You would have found that 168 if you didn't square off to 44.
So is it possible that maybe you can square your chart to two different angles? And if let's say I don't even know if it's possible, but let's say you could square it to Sol and pi, would it give you the
Yes.
same? Would it give you the same math if you squared it to both? If the chart allowed for it to be
So-
squared to
It'll give you the same math is always present. However, it may not be the same solve. There's an infinite number of mathematical solves. Infinite. You can get on every single angular relationship that there is. And of each of those, they're infinite.
So what gives you certainty when you know that there's an infinite amount of possibilities, but within those infinite amount of possibilities, the price really moves up and down, right? So like what gives you certainty? Because I draw this, but then I think, damn, this could be charted 1,000 different ways. Like what gives me the certainty that, hey, this is the best approach? Do you try different things or what?
Alexa, pause. So this is where it gets very interesting and very esoteric, which you may not be prepared for
Nah, bro, hit me.
and
I
may
see
not believe,
Bro,
but I don't
see you-
care. No, I'm going
I
to tell
see-
you.
I see you posting Thoth Hermes, bro.
I'm going to tell you.
You're about to get a
about to get a
metaphysical
boner.
boner.
All right.
I'm down for it, bro.
All right. Listen. In order for something to maintain order, it must be aware that order needs to be maintained, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
When you solve this math equation and you solve it 100% and it's valid, you are communicating with the fucking math itself. And it will acknowledge you by hitting your target.
So is the math acknowledging you, or are you acknowledging what's already there? Like, are you acknowledging the math?
I don't know. Do my targets hit?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, other than that, I don't know. Is that a fair answer?
Yeah. I don't know.
Because I don't fucking know.
Bro.
Now,
Hey.
if multiple people, see, here's the thing. None of us, if you notice, all chart exactly the same way.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Now, somebody might square to this, somebody might square to that. I might have a target for, today. Somebody might have a target for tomorrow. Oftentimes, a lot of us have confluence all at the same time. Now, if a lot of us all have confluence at the same time, the mathematics acknowledges everyone. The more people that make the chart, you have to be the one doing the measurement.
Mm-hmm.
You must make the measurements yourself. If you do not, the observer must measure for the quantum event to occur, where it will never occur. Never. You are using ancient mathematics to create a fucking quantum event is really what you're doing, if that makes any sense. I mean, we're getting balls deep here.
And
Like
the train
balls
is
deep.
going off.
Like,
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It makes sense to the degree of knowledge that I have of math, right? I guess the more knowledge that you have, um, almost like the more room there is for the particular thought or concept to expand, right?
it's
Um,
more exponential. The more time you spend studying, you learn one smaller concept. You keep studying, and all those smaller concepts add up. And when they add up, you make one more discovery that is, 10x the information as those last small 10 events together.
mm.
You have
So
like realizations about mathematics and how it responds and polarities and things that I really cannot really even be articulated in a way that I can articulate them. And that goes back to a calculus equation is a calculus equation expressed in mathematics. It's not written in a word format, which is where a lot of people, I think, get disconnected because they think everything should be explainable in words, when in fact we know that's not the case because we have math and complex equations which cannot be explained in words. Factually, they can't. They're math. There's only one way to express them, as a mathematical expression.
well, because math is its own language, right? So it's just
Yes,
because I could speak to you in a language that you don't understand, and you would have to learn the language in order to understand what I'm saying. Doesn't
correct.
mean that what I'm saying is any less
Right.
valid. It's just a
But
different language.
math is a universal language that everyone can learn with very little effort
Hmm.
because it's the nature of the math around you that you interact with every single fucking day.
Hmm.
It's a fucking seashell laying on the
So-
ground. It's a flower that has encoded geometry in it.
Hmm.
No one pays attention to it because it's so pervasive. It's like, I said this before, when you live on a farm, you don't smell fucking cow shit. You know why? Because it's
Yeah.
always present. The
Yeah.
mathematics become background noise.
Hmm.
You stop observing them. They're just
Right.
there. You can't see them anymore until you look at them, which no one ever does.
Right. Yeah.
So few people actually take the time to be like, what the fuck's going on here? No one does it.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I get that. Like, because I remember like, reading the Greeks, and they're always talking about geometry, dude, like all the time. And I didn't really understand why it was relevant and
Everybody-
why geometry was so big to them. But then, I start to see stuff like this and understand math a little bit more. And it's not necessarily about the geometrical shape, but the information that geometrical shape is relaying.
Correct. The shapes themselves contain information. The surface of a black hole contains all the information in a black hole,
Yeah.
mathematically present.
Yeah. So for this particular chart, why was your like first instinct to put the angle on where these spirals intersect instead of like this intersection or this intersection or this one?
I measure them all. So you're asking me a question. How many times have you watched me make a chart? I measure every fucking thing. Everything. Every point to every point I fucking measure. All of it.
So this 1618 here, considering we have the 16 here. So like what
A to
what
C.
is this telling you?
You have two of them. You have A to C as well.
Yeah, measure that one. What's that one?
So from where?
From the same place to A. You're trying to find a vortex. I can't see the number.
Yeah, I can't see it either. Hold up.
Pull it back farther or something.
Six.
Yeah, run it the other way so they're not overlapping, and then double click that and change your font size to like fucking something we can read.
Okay, hold up one sec.
All right.
This isn't the font, right? Where's the font at?
You have to actually open the cog and go in there.
Yeah, cog. Middle.
Little
cog.
gear.
Yeah. Visibility, I think. No,
No,
fuck,
it's just a
coordinates.
time. Style.
Where the fuck is it? Fucking trading view.
I think they.
Yeah, because you guys probably all have this thing on default, right? So you guys already have all your settings and stuff.
Mine's already set larger. It's
Um,
fine.
Yeah. So, here, hold up. 168.
I don't see a font
just
on
hide
the
it.
angle tool.
I'll just hide this one for a sec. You can see that one.
I'm thinking 172. Because that would be.
Yeah,
That's
so
an
it's
8. Yep.
Now, just swing the other end down to D. It should be, it's probably a 90.
This one?
No, the other end. Yeah. I mean, it looks like a 90 as far as I can tell. It's a 90.
Yeah.
So what's it to be? What's it to be? 152? Is it Giza?
I don't know if it's quite 52.
It is.
Yeah.
I mean, could your upper one could be off a cotton hair.
Yeah.
You could be, your B could be off a cotton hair, and this is where cutting through the noise is just find the 52 and round it to a 52.
Well, 154 is also 26. So if you look at his date, it's 7/26.
Oh, look at you. Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. So, so how's that a 28? So
Hmm?
154. What's the math to get you to
180,
28.
180 minus 154 is 26, which is your date, and also 2 plus 6 is 8,
Yep.
which is what you started off your squaring with, 44.
And then, yeah,
why are you-
4, 8. That's a square. So you got 8s all across the board.
So why are you detracting one or subtracting 154 from 180? Is that just
Because it's
because?
180 degrees in triangle.
Okay.
It's, yeah. That's why I run it the other way. Like, I wouldn't have left it at 154. I would have flipped it and say, oh, it's 26. But Ganjern does the math in his head.
Yeah. Beast. So then from measuring this angle, right, this anchor point, if you will, so this
Yeah.
is would you guys take this as a significant price point for this
I would.
particular asset?
I would now mess with that point using more spirals or even possibly a new harmonic and make that be your D point and see what you look like. But you'd have to solve the harmonic with points, only using points that are here already. Or at an intersection.
So you said you don't go by textbook harmonics. What's your philosophy for harmonics, or like how do you
What you
approach?
have now, you have an SOL full of fives if you were playing poker. You got 3 fives and an SOL.
Find another soul and you have a full house.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Exactly.
if we do enough digging,
I'm sure it's
Probably
there.
find it.
Yeah.
okay. So, what about like trying angles from
Yeah,
these? and
Measure it. Yeah.
Yes. Now I like it. You're doing exactly right. Measure fucking everything. That's going to be 314. That's going to be pi. Eight. There it is again.
I love this.
Is that 26? Pull it up. It's gonna be 26. 8.
Damn, dude. So, is this shit a buy or what, dude?
Listen. Hold on. You're on 16 there. KuCoin. I mean, you got it. Oh, dude, your 26-degree angle perfectly intersects a wick, sits on top of C, and hits that intersection.
Yeah, dude. Damn.
If you don't use the spirals and you don't use a standard measuring methodology, you can't do this.
Hey, what's that
Yeah,
intersection?
like how would you,
What's
what
that?
is that price and time intersection? Put an X marked spot on that fucker.
17 and 8.
7 and 1 is 8.
Yeah.
All right. What is price right now? 935.
Uh-huh.
So your plays are you're going to 8 or you're going to rise to that 16.
So either it's first. So you wouldn't see this as first hitting 8 and then coming up.
You have to find a geometric relationship between where it is right fucking now and one of your angles. Typically, it's like a 111 angle, a pi angle, a 144. You have to literally find a solve that aligns through your existing points in order to validate it's going to change direction or it's going to continue to its target. Or you don't really know, and you're going to play the odds relationship. So if you're going to play this mathematically, the D point, let's say your D was a factual point. It's at 9. If you feel it's going to go to 16, well, it's $1.35 to 8. What's the upside? The upside's a shitload more. What's the risk? Well, the risk is it might drop to 8. All right. Well, you could buy it now and play it to 16, or you could buy it at 8. But if it never hits 8, then you miss out on the run to 16 if that occurs.
Yeah, or just do like layered buys. I mean, if it keeps coming down, keep buying it till this price point. And like so yeah, I mean, taking into account the previous harmonic I had on, which is a bullish Gartley, right? It fit perfectly. So I don't know if that's something you guys would take into account, because not at all. You wouldn't take that into account. No?
Somebody else might.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So if you have this chart, if you paint this chart, where would you go from here? Like, what else would you do?
I'm not convinced it's going to 16. You showed me a mathematical equation that's used to solve to 16 as a high probability target. I would want to see something from current price to there to convince me, whether it be, I don't know, a fucking circle, another spiral run, like drop, use that intersection point as a spiral drop point and
right
fuck
here?
with it. Yeah.
Weird.
And fuck with it. Prove it to me. Put it on D. Put it on, like prove it.
This
Oh, dude,
intersects DNA.
it does. DNA. DNA is
So-
base 8 mathematics.
Base 8. I don't know what that means. I see you guys talk about 8 and what's the other number? 6?
For-
Is it 6 and 8? Or?
No, it's base
So-
8. It's how IP addressing works among many, many other things that a lot of people probably don't know anything about.
I don't know.
The internet runs on base 8 mathematics. It doesn't
Okay.
run in base 10. Which is interesting, isn't it? It's almost like the universe or space runs on base 8 mathematics.
Fuck, dude. I don't know what I did.
No, you're good. You just gotta try and solve it somehow.
I just,
That gives me a lot of confidence that it's probably going to hit 16. I got to be honest with you.
I mean, it hits D
that's pretty
perfectly, slaps A.
Yeah.
so would
mean,
you
that-
see this kind of like as a support? This right here?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So now if you were going to do your stop and your limit buys or whatever you want to do when you trade, because I don't tell people how to trade, that spiral line would be your signaling level of either I'm bust, I'm selling because it's going under,
Mhm.
or I'm buying more because this is basically my limit buy.
Mm.
See, I do the opposite of what a lot of people do.
So, but like, for example, this spiral, if you guys say this would be like a support, couldn't this come down to 8 and then shoot up if this is support? Couldn't it bounce
Absolutely.
off support?
No, absolutely. It can break out of that triangle there any fucking time it feels like it.
Mm.
Typically, it breaks out before it hits D. So, I mean, sometimes it's on or after. But many times I've seen it break out before. It all depends.
Right. Right, yeah.
You're on a 4 out. Okay?
What's that?
I'm looking at your time frame. It's a 4.
Oh, yeah.
What's that angle from
Yeah,
the new spiral?
What's that?
What's the angle on that new spiral that you just laid?
Yeah, line it up better. It's sloppy.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going through D. You got it. Yeah, I can't look at it.
Are you talking about which one?
It's just the leg is sticking out in the middle of nowhere.
This one?
He's saying run that spiral to where the leg runs through D and still catches A.
Oh, right here.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not. I can't look at it. My eyes are fucking bleeding. Like, get it in
Harris.
line.
There's
Get it in line. No, move the other. Well, I guess you could do that route too.
I mean, it's not.
Your anchor point was fine. You needed to move the other side.
Dude, honestly, how the hell do I even...
Right, there's 2 dots there. 2. Well, one's A, one's B. Good. Don't do that one. Do the one right below it. Right below it.
This
Dot.
one?
No, the dot. There's 2 dots.
Okay.
There you go. I'm easily frustrated when it comes to teaching.
Dude, it's all good, bro. I get it.
Pull it back up to it fucking aligns at D, because now you're way down there. Oh God, I'm gonna have a fucking aneurysm.
The thing is, bro, it's like not letting me. Like, it's skipping it. Like, I'm barely
Oh.
moving it. And
No,
it's
I'm
skipping
talking about
it.
just pull it up. Get the D. Oh God.
He's,
I honestly don't understand what you're saying.
Okay,
bro.
so
Again, maybe you can translate, bro.
take that line, take that little dot you're holding right now, and slide it
Yeah.
slowly down until it. No.
No, that's
Easy.
fucking. You
Make-
make love to it. Don't fuck it.
Yeah. You want that spiral, the bottom of that spiral, to touch D and then hit A like you had before. You just want that alignment.
There you go. Now you're giving her some good loving and caressing. There we go. There we go.
Very nice.
Proceed.
Okay.
Proceed.
So is that the name of the episode? Don't make love to it, don't fuck it.
Is that what this episode's called?
I
It rings a
can.
bell.
I can name
Yo,
it.
at the uterus intersection point, about 12. What is that? Is that 1244? Keep going down. Go down on her. Up, right between her legs. Up. There you go. What is that? That doesn't help me. 12317. The fuck is that? Drop an angle. Drop an angle from that to the top or the bottom of the fucking uterus. Yeah. Fucking SOL hit. So as above,
Full
so below.
house.
Do the other way.
You got the full house.
Do the other way. 138. What's the other way of 138? Oh, fuck. I can get my calculator out. I don't feel like it.
42.
Do what?
42. So SOL 42 hit on a 12.
Wait, 42. Oh, is that
Yeah,
180? 180 minus 138?
Correct.
Well, you know, well, yeah, 2 reasons. 4 times 2 is 8. Also, it's just 42, which is 42 and 24, which there's a whole fucking post about. Like, it's real long, and it's like 42, dude. Just remember 42.
Yeah, 180 minus 138 is 42.
Yeah. So,
Look where your price is at right now. 3426. You left your mouse
3,
hanging.
4, 2.
342. That right there.
Is that where I had it?
Yeah. And your target was the 26th. Looking at 34.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm just noticing things that are happening while everybody's talking.
So maybe you make a harmonic. I'm looking here. How would you construct this fucking thing? I don't even know. I probably wouldn't lay a harmonic here. Well, I might. I'd probably use the upper intersection points to try and lay a harmonic, which is weird.
You mean these?
Yeah, I would like try and figure out if any of those made a valid fucking harmonic.
So what's a valid harmonic when you have these these key numbers?
All right, so there's 100% probability that you could lay another harmonic on this chart on top of that one that would also be valid because there's an infinite number of solutions. So once you find one, you're using the vibration of that one to try and find another one that it must connect to. All harmonics must interconnect in some way, shape, or form. They must as a function of mathematics because you're mapping what's called a hyperobject. In a hyperobject, all the objects are interconnected in an organized manner. You just can't see it. Hence, because it's a higher dimensional fucking object, you're trying to make an inference on what it may look like. Even though we cannot really see it, we're mapping sections of it and surmising it's a hyperobject based on it looking like a stretched out star or sphere or some shit. You follow?
Yeah.
It gets very fucking deep again. It gets very quantum. It's fucking deep shit.
What's crazy, bro, is like it's deep, but then you go back to geometrical figures, like the ones that you think are so normal, like a fucking star or a circle or whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, you look at the highest security office in our nation is the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. No mathematical reference there. Like what?
Yeah.
You follow?
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah. It's so obvious people can't see it. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all over that for sure.
It's fucking everywhere, and people are completely fucking oblivious. For I don't know why. We just are. I don't know.
Hey, what's that?
Why are we oblivious? That's a great spin-off. Why are we oblivious to it? Why does it become background noise? Why? Is it part of our human evolution? Is it by intentional? Are there higher level beings saying, you know what, motherfuckers? We're gonna put you through a test. We're gonna take you from here and we're gonna throw you down there and we're gonna see if you can solve some shit that's right in front of your face. and then that just happens, and that's the humanity that we experience. Like,
I mean, I think it also like comes down to like somebody shedding light into the darkness, right? Because like most people are probably oblivious to certain things because
but why?
You know, because there's never been a light shown in their darkness, right?
That's not true. Massive Giza is presented in every fucking grade school, and everyone just looks at it, says, oh, okay, here's the largest structure ever built for whatever reason that no one can actually build. Let's just, say it was a chamber for dead people and move on. You are presented with the opportunity to question it, but we don't. Why don't we?
I mean, I definitely think we're presented with the ability to question it, but
Yep.
the question is, like, like how do I read it, right? Like I can give you like we can go back to a different language. I can write you a piece of paper in language you don't understand.
Right.
And I guess it would be your responsibility if you want to read it that bad to go and figure out what the language is and what it says.
Right.
So yeah, I guess it would be a matter of just taking the initiative and trying to
Right.
find a learn.
So here's where it gets interesting. I don't know if you've seen Karl Monk videos or any other videos. Karl Monk's videos in like 1974. So here's the next question. Why is this math not taught in all the schools that I'm teaching right fucking now? Does it have value?
For sure.
Why is it not taught then? Are you telling me that nobody in charge is aware of this math?
No, they're probably all aware of it.
Ah, then why is it not being taught?
Probably because it's too valuable, and they're at the top because they understand concepts like these that most people don't.
Right.
So if
Why
everybody
are they
else,
scared?
if everybody else understood what they understand, then they would no longer be on top.
That's not true. You're making an assumption that the game that we play in is tit for tat. It's not.
Tit for tat in what sense?
We could both win. Look at all the people in this chat winning. We're not really taking from one another, are we? If everyone's winning, who's losing?
Yeah, but if you look at how I'm just talking about how the way this world is structured, the way that it's structured is competition, right? In the people that are at the top who probably understand this knowledge and withhold it from others, they count on certain advantages, right?
Mhm.
In
Right.
this competitive world that we live in because they've created it to be competitive. Whoever they is, I don't know.
Right. I hate using days. I like to put names on it.
So what name would you put on it?
I don't know. That's the problem because it's definitely not the people in charge. They're not actually the ones in charge. They're just not, dude. It's very glaringly obvious.
It's very obvious, yeah.
It's very obvious. You think Joe Biden is in charge? He is the president, but he's not literally in charge. He's reading from fucking cards in his pocket. Factually.
If you can even read anymore, dude.
And yet, I mean, I don't want to get into politics here, but I mean, you just look at the facts in front of you. And that's all there is to it. Just, I don't know. To your question, I can't answer because I don't know.
Yeah.
Outside of my own circle and the people here, I have met no one that studies this to this level ever anywhere in my entire life.
So where did you learn it?
I saw it. It's my background has a lot to do with it.
Oh, your background?
Mm-hmm.
So
My background, my pre-existing background in base 8 mathematics allowed me to once I actually looked at my first Bitcoin trade and I fucking lost money, I was like, that's not possible. And then I started digging into it. And then I never lost a trade after that, which most people don't believe, but whatever.
I mean, yeah. I would love to hear the journey of how you went from doing what you were doing.
It's
What?
on Twitter. It's on Twitter. Scroll to the very end.
Yeah, bro. Well, I will do that.
Yeah.
So what do we think?
I think you made a nice
I
chart.
guess I'll. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll probably just keep working on this, see what I find.
measure
I like
all the
that chart.
angles.
So, anybody else have any recommendations what they would do on this?
I would drop a fib circle connecting D and your 138 angle to see if I caught anything else in that move.
So how
Yeah.
would you do?
Right there. Maybe
To
put it in the center?
intersection.
Yeah, put the center in the center or use it as an endpoint connector. I don't know. I don't know if that helps.
Bring it into the intersection and see where 138 hits that spiral.
Which one?
Yeah.
To the right, where the 138 intersects the spiral. Put your
You-
dot
where
there.
you just had it, at center. No.
Bring,
Yeah, but no. put
bring the
end of
dot
it.
to the center now.
Yeah. It's still not on the intersecting point. Drop the dot on the intersecting point. No.
This dot.
It's not-
This dot.
There you
There
go.
you go.
Yeah. Get rid of the... Yeah, zoom it in there. You can't fucking say anything. Hide them motherfucking circles. Fucking turn off transparency. I don't...
Yeah.
I can't.
So-
I can't.
Yeah, I can't see shit either, dude. If I'm being honest.
Yeah. So do the other one then. Take the deep portion and bring it up to the 154 angle. Just straight up. There you go. Now drop it there. Now look at that.
Haha.
Look at that. There you go.
Okay, so
That is slightly helpful because you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. What is that? Hello?
yeah.
You got 5 points of confluence. You have the two ends of the fib circle. You have 2 touches, 3 touches on the actual fib circle itself.
So you have
Are you talking
a,
about these right here?
Yeah.
yeah, and you have a
So
resistance arc
here-
right now on the 3618.
So didn't you guys say these have polarity? So here it broke through, here it rejected, here it broke through, here it rejected. So maybe we see it break through again? Or is it not with
Correct.
this particular?
Yeah, Gan Journeyman just said it. You have resistance on the 3618 fib.
That's your resistance arc right now. Until
Yeah.
until proven
That's
otherwise.
exactly right. Yep. So when you see, so hold on. So if you see a wick punch up through that fucking thing, what does that mean?
I mean, it's breaking through resistance.
Correct. That's an early indication that you're going to go up because it punched through the resistance arc.
Until it meets with the 261, right? 261.
Until it meets the fucking center of the vortex, which is the center of that circle, which is 140 fucking 4, which is SOL, speed of light variant.
It's great.
How do you like that?
It's great.
That's pretty badass.
And there you have it. And there you fucking have it.
Dang. So, damn.
Damn is right. 1440 on July 30th is an extremely viable target. Very viable.
Sweet. Dang. So what's, so, oh, I guess we put the circle here in the intersecting, okay.
Right.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
now I want you to delete this whole chart, square it to something other than 44, square it to 45 and see how this math goes. Do you think you'll find any of it?
If I square it to something else,
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't know till I tried.
I know. And so that's your homework. Make the
Okay.
same chart, square it to a 618, square it to a fucking 40 or 314, square it to a 52. See if your math leads you to the same place each time, which would be whatever that date was at 1440. Follow?
Yep, July 30th. Okay, so just to remember, so you guys look for Sol, Pi, Phi, and then Giza.
And 42. And Euler's number.
369.
369.
It's math constants, man.
And it's all of them.
Oh, yeah. So gotta be familiar with all of them.
I mean, the ones I use are the most common ones. I'm quite sure you could use plenty more that aren't so common. You'll see a lot more of them if you watch the Carl Monk video and you watch some Robert Grant videos. You'll see even more of these numbers. And realistically, you want to use only these numbers in building your harmonics out, because we know for a fact these numbers have valid harmonic relationships because the geomathematics tells us so. So why not construct harmonics against price action for valid factual information that we already know is correct? Because if we know the geometry is correct, nothing can violate the laws of universal geometry. Price action, therefore, must adhere to it. So construct harmonics that align to those geometric measurements.
Dang, dude.
I'm sounding like a fucking professor, aren't I? Jesus.
You
What's
are a
happening?
That's great.
Am I a
Well-
fucking professor?
Yeah, you're a
Fuck.
professor. You're a professor. You just throw in a couple fucks and fuckings here and there.
Well, there's
Wait.
no fucking other way to teach, is there? Expletives are key in conveying concepts. A fuck conveys more information than a sentence does about why you said fuck. And it's more efficient.
So
Like if you're at a grill, here I'll give you an example. If there's a bunch of people at a party and someone's running a grill, and you observe and you hear the guy go fuck, and he pulls his hand back, you know that he burnt himself. But if he chose the less efficient communication, which is announcing he burnt his hand, he decreased his fucking communication efficiency by not simply yelling fuck.
so
He
what is
wasted time.
so would you say that the value is in the word fuck or how he says fuck? Because if he just
Exactly.
pulls his hand out
Because-
nonchalantly,
Yeah,
It
because
just
how many
fuck.
different ways can you use an expletive and infer tone, and that tone conveys the information that you're trying to convey much more efficiently and faster than a full sentence does.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Unless
yet people will
they-
tell you you shouldn't communicate efficiently and you shouldn't use profanity in communication. To them I say, fuck you, I'm more efficient and I'm smarter. And then they
Yeah.
think I was an asshole, and that would be that.
And then they would say you're a fucking asshole.
And I'd say, fuck you, my math is right, and I'll take your money.
Sweet.
And then what would they say?
I don't know, bro.
Nothing.
They probably say you're such a child.
I don't care.
Sure.
I don't care is what I would respond. I don't care.
Sweet. So all right. So yeah. So for homework, I'm gonna play around with this chart and then see what we get.
Make a screenshot.
Man,
But,
I like
But,
this chart.
Yeah.
You should screenshot this and share it in chat, I think. Would
yeah,
be good.
well, I'll do that. I'll do that for sure.
And if you want, what I do with TradingView is you create a group drawing, so you can turn this all into a bunch of layers, and then save it, and then hide it, and then you can just turn it on and off as you work through different layers of the chart.
Just turn off the.
Click on
Yeah.
click on the bottom right next to the question mark, right above it, the little 3 squares on top of each other, to the right, up, down. There you go. There's all. That's your whole chart right there. So just select it all. Select it all. Not that. Go flip. Yeah, from the cipher to the fib circle. Shift. There you go. Right click. Create a group of drawings. Label it whatever
I
you
don't know how to
want,
do this.
and then hit the
Oh my
little
God.
hit the eyeball, and it'll hide it all. Or if you hit the lock, it'll lock everything in place. But I would also make a text. I would make a text on here so you know what scale this is. That way, when you come back to it, you can put it back to the same scale you had.
Yeah, because the scale always gets fucked up. Always.
So what would you guys label it to?
Put a text. Drop a text box. The little T there on the left side in your toolbar. Finish your drawing. Okay, it's already grouped. All right, cool. So anywhere on your chart, put the text box, scale or whatever you want equals, and then you can grab that scale off of where you locked your chart at. Right click on the price bar again. Price bar. Right click.
Right here?
Yep, right click.
Yeah.
And you see it? 0.1132.
Where the hell do you see that?
You see lock price to bar ratio and then that little number next to it?
Oh,
There's your...
gotcha.
Or if you want to look at the full number, you click on settings and it'll show you the full scale. There you go.
So how? Okay,
So take
since you're hella happy with this,
take
I'm actually.
take that text item, that object, and drag it into the group. There you go. Now you can lock it all. Hit the eyeball. Oh, go ahead. Okay, so lock it, hit the eyeball, and it'll disappear, and you can start fresh.
I didn't even know you. When did they fucking roll this shit out? Because I barely use their site.
It's been a little while, but that's how you can
Really?
make. That's how you can make multiple charts on a single.
Yeah, that's sick. That's sick. Yeah.
I need to learn how to do that. I need to watch this video later.
So then,
Right, you'd
so
have
then
to
if I
undo your
if I
scale.
unlock,
Yes, correct.
how do I unlock this?
Go back to your price, right click on the price bar, there you go, and uncheck the lock, and now you can move it around. And your
So then
scale,
to then recalibrate it, I would have to
hit settings.
Make a 60, make a 52 angle.
a 52 angle.
I mean, that's what I would do. I don't know.
Let me show you.
know.
Just go to settings at the bottom. Nope.
Yeah.
Right click. Yep.
Here?
Yep. That's fine. Click that. Settings. There you go. And then if you go to scroll down, there you see where it says lock price to bar ratio. You just type that 1132 back in there, and it locks it back to where it was.
Isn't that fancy? What happens if you change it to 144?
Click OK, and it will finish. It'll change that scale. So you're
Dude, they didn't have any of that.
now you're
when I was doing
locked. Now you're locked back at your original scale. And
Even though I didn't lock it, I just moved it. Oh, but it's locked.
hit your eyeball. Everything should come back the way it was on the scale on your group. There you go.
Nice. Damn, dude. Did you create TradingView?
You just gotta
You
learn how
drop
to
a course on how to...
learn how to
on
work
how
the
to use
tools. Just learning to work the
That's
tools,
sick.
man. That's it.
Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Awesome.
Sorry.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate this. This was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Was it helpful?
Absolutely. It makes so much more sense now.
Only
Like-
because you made a chart.
Absolutely.
Right? You
Absolutely.
got to make charts. That's what I tell everyone over and over and over. And nobody does it. Where's JD? It took him a fucking year and a half to make a chart. And now he fucking pumps charts out like nobody's business.
Well,
Dude's a
now,
fucking machine.
now that I've actually done it once, I kind of know what I'm looking for. So it definitely helps a lot more. So just because I'm writing notes, so numbers of interest. So Sold Pi, Phi, Giza, 369, Euler's number, 24 and 42. Would that be the same?
Yep.
It
It's a
is.
mirror.
So when we say pi, it's 314 and all variants of 314 in any combination. It's just X. We're reducing pi to a constant variable.
Yeah, that's where vortex math comes in, right?
Correct, but we're doing it with, yes, it's you're using vortex mathematics to do consolidation of a number down to a constant variable. Wow,
Gotcha.
that was somebody. I should make that a
Okay,
quote.
good. You should tweet
Jesus,
that.
that sounded fucking good,
That was great.
That was beautiful.
huh? Surprised myself. Sometimes. I don't know if I could say it again.
Well, good thing we're recording this.
Exactly.
I also posted a link to the chart for you, Josh, so you can go look at that later. It's
Okay.
It's all the numbers with the variance, and maybe that'll kind of help you too.
Awesome, dude. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
This was a great episode.
All right, I think you have to recruit the next person to make a chart, Josh.
Yeah, we got to delegate that shit.
You have to find the next
Fucking
person
delegate.
that's not posting in the room and start getting them to be the next one to make a chart live.
All these people are paying, and so many are not doing the homework or even on the fucking Zoom. So I guess they're just looking at the charts. But if they don't know how to read them, like what the fuck are they doing?
I don't know. Maybe some people are looking for some trades.
Yeah, but if you don't know how to read my chart, I guess are my charts easy for someone else to read? Because I don't even know anymore. I just
I
don't
mean,
know.
it depends. It depends. Like the S&P 500 one, the recent
Yeah.
one you posted.
Yeah.
That one, because I think you use like arrows and everything.
Yeah. Like if I don't put arrows to show you the fucking downpool vortex, no one sees it. Like, why do I have to put the arrows there?
Yeah.
If I like, why is it necessary for me to put arrows there?
Because
I see a vortex.
Because people don't
I
look.
look at it. Check it out. I look at it and I see the vortex, and then I lay the arrows down so that others may see it.
Yeah.
But I see a vortex is what that communicates.
So can you break that down, like the vortex? I've heard you say it's like the point where basically it's in when it comes to like charting an asset, it's like sucking the price in. But what's like
So,
What-
all right, this is going to tie back to what I said earlier in this call. All the information about the black hole is encoded with its surface. You are using black hole mathematics, mapping the price action that is on the surface of the black hole to determine the information in the black hole, which would be price and time alignment.
But but what caused you to put the black hole where you do?
I use the information on the surface of that black hole to isolate its center,
Gotcha.
which is what you're doing here. Look at what you did. Look at your chart.
This right here.
Where's the center of the black hole? 1440 SOL. The information about that black hole is on its surface. Where's your harmonic? On the outskirts, on the surface of the black hole.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay,
You're,
yeah.
you're,
Awesome.
you're literally doing fucking black hole math, like literally.
Dude, I'm a fucking genius and I don't even know it, dude.
All right. Did we have a conversation about people think they don't know how to do this math and
Yeah.
they actually do? Because you could throw a ball to somebody. Did we do that already?
Yeah, we did.
Last week.
All right, good. So you do know. Don't say you don't know, because you fucking do. You know it so well, you don't have to fucking think about it. And because you don't have to think about it, you don't. And then
Yeah.
you think you forget it. You don't forget it. It's right fucking there.
Yeah, that's crazy. Honestly, just like thinking about that in like the example of a ball, like throwing a ball. Yeah.
There's
that's-
so much math fucking throwing a ball. It'd fucking make a physicist's head explode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for-
Yeah.
And then you think about like dudes doing like backflips off like a 40-foot cliff, you know, like timing it perfectly to land like
That's
straight into the
mathematics.
water. Yeah, it's
You're
bananas.
calculating in your head down to like the microsecond of when your feet hit the water or whatever part of your body wants to hit the water off that cliff, a rotation based in mathematics. When a calculation you do instantly, simply with the push of the legs and a fucking twist of your upper torso.
Yeah.
From a microfractal to a macrofractal to completion in a microsecond in your head at a muscle memory based on mathematics.
Yeah.
That's an expansion and contraction of mathematics event
Yeah.
that you instantly do.
Although one time I did do a backflip and I did the math wrong and I over rotated, landed on my back. Holy shit,
Yeah.
dude. I got winded.
Yeah.
Like, I got to learn my math.
Yes.
I got to get my math right, bro.
It's called muscle memory. You encode the mathematics into your muscle memory. What is muscle memory? If not encoded mathematics from trial and error.
Wow.
Yeah. So-
Yeah, and I guess that goes back to the charts, right? Like you only learn when you're actually on the charts, you're painting charts and see it same thing over and over again.
You're playing the instrument called geomathematics and in price and time. You're playing a cello against markets. You're creating a fucking symphony like fucking Beethoven and Bach using mathematics to price and time alignment.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
So I have a question. It's not off topic, but it doesn't have to do with like charting. I guess it does have to do. It just goes back to the whole concept of so news. So you would say that news and like fundamental analysis is bullshit, right?
I would defer to Shakespeare. All the world's a stage and we are merely players. People who are unaware simply play their role in the script.
Do you think that like there's a whole agenda of, okay, 4 years from now on this date, we're going to release this news because the X and Y asset is going to hit X and Y price? Or do you just think that like the math just happens to coincide with what goes on in the world?
Well, all right. So this is where it gets interesting. If you got to do logic statements, if I can use a math equation to accurately predict price and time alignment, then, and I do it 2 years in advance, and I post it and I prove it and it's valid, then news breaks on that day. Was news the cause of the effect of that price action? Or was it factually the mathematics, which you proved by solving that equation and price and time hitting it, which must mean the relationship that news is trying to establish as a cause and effect must be false, unless the news was like, came on, oh, this happened because the mathematics aligned and said that this must happen. Which one is it? Because they don't say that.
No, it's the
I guess
top,
it would
and they're
be-
like, "Hey, keep buying more," when they know it's the top.
But it's like, yeah, it's just like, because think about like what the significance of that statement would be of saying the news is bullshit, prices move the way that they do, and then the news just happens to coincide with the movements, but it really has nothing to do with the news. It's just the price action that was going to happen regardless, right?
So
Like-
then if you follow your argument, this is where it gets nefarious. If you know that, then why are you trying to, we're reacting off fake things then. If you accept that statement as true, why is the world population reacting to the news if we factually know it's not true?
Well, I think the world population reacts to the news because they don't know that it's not true. They believe it to be true.
Do you think the news people know it's true?
Like the people like on the like reading the teleprompter.
Yeah. What'd you
No.
say? They're reading a teleprompter?
Yeah,
Who's,
they're reading.
who's fucking typing? Who's typing?
Whoever runs the media, dude. Whoever runs the news channel. But then you have
run-
like
Who runs a teleprompter? Who tells them what to say, and where are they getting their script from?
from whoever runs the news outlet.
Okay, someone at the news outlet is feeding that teleprompter with text.
Right.
What is the name of that person, and what is their position?
I don't know.
There you go.
So what's
That's
your
a-
point with that?
My point is, you're pointing out the people are reading a teleprompter. Well, who's fucking writing it? Oh, well, we don't know. The dude that writes it. What? He's telling them what to say. So whose words are they on the screen? Whose words are they? The guy at the teleprompter or the guy reading them out loud? Whose words? Is anybody there? Hello?
We got six people. Somebody fell off.
No. My point is, they're factually not the dudes reading the teleprompter's word.
Yo, my bad,
Yo.
bro. My computer died. I had to dial in.
No problem.
Would you mind saying that real quick?
Yeah. Take me off the double.
Who's not muted? I don't know where you're getting the loop from.
I hear it for you too. It's a double.
Open the pod doors, Hal.
Ugh. Somebody needs to hit mute. Oh, there we go. You good?
Yeah, roll.
Is he on? So, my point is, there's a fucking double again.
It's Josh. There we go. Go ahead.
Dude, mute your computer.
Yeah. My computer's dead. I don't know why it's doing that. I'll mute myself though while you talk.
All right, my point is, if someone is reading the words on a teleprompter, who is feeding them the words? Who wrote those words?
Someone else.
What is that person's role?
I have no clue.
Well, nobody asks.
So are you pointing out like the discrepancy between people believing the news when they don't even know where it's originating? Is that what you're referring to?
I'm referring to the fact that people are being fed scripts that they read, note cards that they pull out, teleprompters that they read. Who's writing it?
I don't know. Probably the same people moving the fucking charts, dude.
But isn't the person writing it actually the one in control? Or am I wrong?
I don't know. I don't know.
Dan Journeyman, what do you think?
Whoever writes the narrative, and you know it's everywhere, they're putting that out there. They're in control of what's being disseminated.
Correct.
My thing has always been, it's not who's behind the who, it's what is behind the who.
But yeah. So like what I was saying earlier, I mean like, because like for example, you can so you believe that you can price out or you can map out the price action of an asset years in advance. You believe that, right?
I've factually done it.
Yeah, okay. So, but then like, let's say whatever, somebody that believes in fundamental analysis, right? They'll let's say the after 2 years, the price hits your target, right? You knew 2 years in advance. But then this person, after 2 years and after the whatever, Bitcoin hits 65,000 or whatever, they look back and they say, oh, this news propelled the asset to this price. And then this news moved it to this price. So it's like you knew 2 years in advance that this price was going to be hit. So that means that whoever disseminates the information already knew beforehand what information to use at what points in time in order to make it seem like it's actually the news or what's going on in the world that's actually moving this asset.
Correct, which would mean the script is so fucking tight. This has been going on a very, very long time.
Fuck, dude.
That's what that means to me. Am I off base in that observation?
Well, no, that's like if it is that way, then I would agree with you that not only has it been going on for super long, but the script is already written out in advance for till the end of time, essentially.
But for all we know, it is a script that's written for the end of time. I don't fucking know. I don't claim to know. That's what I'm getting at. I'm not 100% sure it's nefarious. But I don't really know either way. Some of it seems highly suspect that if you can use mathematics to predict price and time alignments, what's up with the news? It's a valid question.
Yeah, because it's almost like, yeah, it's. Do you think maybe it's just psychologically like people need something to blame certain price action on? For example, whatever, Bitcoin being now at 30K when people bought at 60, people need something or someone to blame it on. So hey, let's drop out some news to make people blame it on Elon Musk's tweet.
Right. Yes. That is what they do. They'll blame it on the fucking, I don't know, Bybit whale. the Bybit whale splash. We're all fucking going down. That's what they do.
What the fuck, dude?
Somebody moved 40 million Bitcoins. And there's not even 40 million Bitcoins.
Dude, this is crazy.
It's Twitter. It's fucking disinformation central.
So, what's your guys' take on the market right now? What do you guys see?
I see a 50% retrace in the major indexes.
So for crypto, you're also seeing a decent drop.
No, my charts are fucking posted. Been posted.
Yeah, but weren't you calling for like a move up toward like 40K for Bitcoin?
I am. Look at my charts. They're all there.
So you think the S&P 500 is going to drop while
Yep.
Bitcoin and other crypto assets pump?
I do believe that, yes. And everyone will tell me that's impossible. And I'll say, okay, let's see how it goes.
Dude, I know better now.
All right. I guess I'm wrong then.
No.
Let's see.
I honestly would love to see that play out. And if it does play out that way, mad props to you, because any person that thinks they know about the markets will probably tell you that it's impossible for Bitcoin to make a move up while the major indices are dropping. So I don't know. But interesting.
What do I do all day? Map things that are impossible, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, those 1 minute charts are juicy, not gonna lie.
Well, I'm glad you enjoy them.
Yeah, I do enjoy them. And you put the soundtracks on it, it's honestly quite nice to watch.
I like
you gotta be super fast with your charting to go on the 1 minute.
You do. And if you want to learn like at an accelerated rate, you could chart the 1 minute and build it as you go, If you get it wrong, fucking delete it, remap it. Repeat that process until you don't get it fucking wrong.
So for like
The end.
For smaller time frames, do you first map out the bigger time frames and then almost like zoom in and work off what the bigger time frames are telling you, or do you just jump straight into the lower time frames?
If you're going to range trade, you want to do it when you're going sideways. You don't want to range trade when you're looking at parabolic moves for obvious fucking reasons. If you have a parabolic move showing a high probability towards up, why would you be fucking trading a tight range when it's about to go up? Like the risk reward isn't there. When all your charts confirm sideways, drop to the fucking 1 minute.
Got you. So you trade the smaller time frames when it's almost like a consolidation area.
You can scalp. There's lots of different things you can do in a small time frame. You can scalp. Scalping is probably the best way to do it on the one. Try and catch some wicks. Fucking buy it, sell it right off the wick. Bang, bang.
Yeah, I mean, I've been watching the videos that Gan put together on the YouTube playlist, and honestly, I was watching videos from February in certain price action that you guys were calling for, and I pulled up the charts, and yeah, some of them were, if not most of them, were dead on. Like you guys were calling tops back in February, bro.
Dude, it goes back farther than that.
Yeah, but awesome. Yeah, that was great.
People used to troll us.
Troll you guys?
Uh-huh.
How long have you and Gan been running this?
I don't know. How long has it been?
I joined you back in May of 19.
Mm.
So it's only been, a couple years for me. But I would have never studied or went high in depth like this until you showed me that.
What were you doing before this game?
Sucking it.
Jacking off his own cock with fucking extra Vaseline auto order on Amazon, probably like everybody else.
No, honestly, I was actually studying marketing, and somebody showed me this guy that was doing Bitcoin trades, and I decided to start looking into that and pattern recognition and the Ichimoku cloud and Elliott wave and all this other stuff, and graduated to a point to where the 2017 peak hit, and we had that big old drop, and I just thought to myself, I was like, man, they have to know how to make money in the bear market. And lo and behold, candle appears.
Everyone's like, Ether's going to 44. I'm like, the fuck it is. Got my crane out.
And since
that's
then,
a fact.
Just been study. Make charts.
That's in the coloring book. The fucking crane.
Candle, how long have you been trading Bitcoin? How long has it been since?
2013.
Oh, so you've been around for a minute.
Yeah.
How did you hear about Bitcoin? Probably because of your background, right?
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
So
I did security work and somebody got ransomware. I had to buy Bitcoin to unlock their shit. First time I'd ever seen it.
no way, dude.
Here's what I knew. I should buy this shit.
Dang.
And research it. And I did. And now I do this. And it fucking pays extremely well.
Yeah, bro. So the security, you were doing cybersecurity?
Yeah.
And you had to buy Bitcoin for somebody? That's crazy. Bro.
Correct.
2013.
That's what you call. Like when your plumbing breaks, you call a fucking plumber. When your ransomware, when your computer gets ransomware, you call a fucking cybersecurity dude.
Which explains your background in basic mathematics, if that's
Yes.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well,
Any other?
we're an hour and a half into this. I think this was a great episode.
I agree.
Bro, any other questions? Bro, I could have you on the phone for 3 hours asking questions.
I mean, I've done longer.
Yeah, but I probably shouldn't for the sake of everybody else on this call. They're like, who the hell is this guy?
Who's on?
Charts.
No, these guys are fucking dedicated as fuck. These guys all make charts. They have one thing in common. Everyone on this call makes fucking charts. Dimitri makes fucking charts. Xander makes fucking charts. Amber makes fucking charts. Andre makes fucking charts. Gan Journeyman makes fucking charts. And they all make really good fucking charts. That's what they have in common.
Who makes
And we don't fuck them, we make love to them.
I like it.
Jeff. Yeah.
Who draws those? Those are beautiful.
Hobson.
Bro, like I don't know anything about math, but just from like a visual artistic point of view, I can just appreciate it.
Yeah. Everybody has their own flair of implementation and sees this math slightly differently. It's like unique.
It's a signature, and then whenever they come together, you have a confluence that price is likely headed toward a certain spot.
All right, I'll tell you what, if all 6 of us independently make a fucking chart and we all wind up at the same fucking target, it's like 100% it's fucking going there. Period.
100x long.
Period. And everyone fucking knows it. Because that's called blind confluence. And that's why the money moves too. Because people with money use this math. Think about it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they're definitely not using
No,
whatever Fibonacci retracement or whatever. That's for
they're not using anything that you fucking know.
Yeah, no, bro. Yeah, that's
Anything.
obvious to
Not a thing.
that's done it.
Yep.
So, how familiar are you with quant trading?
What do you mean quant trading? What does that mean? I trade.
Yeah, no. So you've got like the quant traders that use like all these algos and like mathematics and all that stuff. I don't know a ton about it.
Oh, algorithm traders?
No, not
They have to tell their bosses every day why they're fucking losing money. Because that's who we rip money from.
I mean, yeah. Like, why would a quant trader work for somebody else if they're any good? That's a good question.
They wouldn't. It's a chess game. To a quant trader, we're a cost of doing business.
So like, what the fuck, dude?
They do not like us. I assure you. Now, a smart quant trader will follow my fucking chart and they won't lose money. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now he gets it. If you don't follow my chart, you lose fucking money. How about that? If you're a quant trader.
What the heck, dude? I guess there probably could be multiple ways of trading like you do. It just looks differently, right?
Right. You could just change the squaring method and it doesn't matter because my target and your target can both hit. It doesn't matter. Mine might be today, yours might be tomorrow or next week. You see what I'm getting at?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Dang, dude. Like,
I mean, they might be trading, if they know that we trade certain time frames, then they just move their algo to a different fucking frame chart. And I mean, it's a chess game. It's a chess game.
yeah, dude. Dang.
It's a hardcore chess game too. It ain't for pussies.
Yeah, bro. For sure.
That's the truth. And you need to be confident in your game, or else you're not going to win. You need to be confident in your math, or you're not going to win.
That's crazy, bro. Honestly,
It's true.
It's crazy to think that like mathematical principles that were being applied thousands of years ago applied to like trading.
There's nothing that doesn't adhere to those mathematic fundamentals. Nothing. That's why Giza was constructed, why Stonehenge was constructed, why all these pyramids are interconnected with mathematics. It's a message. This is the construction of your reality. Nothing can violate this math. So why would price action be excluded?
So you think all those different structures and monuments and stuff are just there for people?
Look at their alignments. Have you studied them?
I mean, I've studied the pyramids.
All right. Someone give him the Karl Monk video, please, so he can get up to speed.
Yep, we'll post it again.
Yeah. Before you ask me any more questions on that, you need to watch that video, and it's like 4 hours long, and then you won't have these questions for me.
Okay. Yeah, I'll watch it.
Am I wrong, Dan Journeyman?
No, it answers a good bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
All right, you should, because you should probably smoke a joint before you watch it, or your head might explode. Yeah.
Explode more, bro. If I smoke one, 'cause everything hits different.
I mean, I don't know. Do whatever you want. All right, are we good?
Yeah, I mean,
Any more
Thanks,
shit?
guys.
I'll keep learning, bro, as I go, but it's good to know. It's good to learn.
I'm glad you're engaged. I like it.
I mean, for me, it's just like, yeah, okay, cool, like trading and being able to make money, but
More than that.
for me, it's like the ramifications of this being true to everyday life. Like, what does that mean, right? And it's kind of crazy, because even just considering something like news, right? News in the markets, and that the news might not actually have the effect that we think. That's just completely like turning your world upside down. And it's like, okay,
Yeah, so don't try and explain it to people directly around you. That's the best. Or do. I explain it to my wife. She gets it. And some other people. But some people, You got to see how they vibrate and if they're even capable of processing the information if you want to have a conversation about it. Honestly, it's
Yeah.
because people are like, oh, astronomy, that's fucking nonsense. And they don't look at it. So,
Would you say
It's a-
astronomy?
it's a pre-established bias that people have
Yeah.
that makes them not look or too busy to look. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm seeing these videos pull in. I'll watch these too.
Show them the videos. There's a lot of different things you can do.
No, I was saying that I saw the video that Gan sent, the 2 videos, so I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah, it's a really good video, and it has so much information in it about so many things. It's worth watching.
Yep, sounds good.
So episode 24 is a wrap.
Is it? I think it was a good one.
It's fantastic.
Later.
Bye, guys. Thanks for joining.
Thank you guys. Appreciate
Thanks, guys.
your help and answering all the questions.
You got it, man.
You got it.